media space. Good morning, Ohimai.
Good morning, Salamata. Good morning, Chikodinaka.
Good morning.
And good morning, Nigerians, and welcome to Kakaaki Social. I am Ohimai Maiza, your anchor on this segment. This is a segment where we spotlight the issues shaping conversations in the Nigerian social media. Outrage in the social media yesterday during the resumed trial of the suspended Chief Justice of Nigeria, Walter Onnoghen. A prosecution witness told the court that the assets declaration form of the suspended Chief Justice for 2014 and 2015 have not been verified by the CCB. And here's the thing. These are the documents upon which the prosecution is standing. And this has got a lot of Nigerians questioning the process that has led to that prosecution of the suspended Chief Justice of Nigeria, Walter Onnoghen. Onnoghen's asset declaration forms submitted in 2016, not verified. A former CCB official told the court yesterday that declaration form is for those declaration forms are for 2014 and 2015. Awa Yakasai, a prosecution witness on Thursday, admitted before the Code of Conduct Tribunal CCT that the two assets declaration forms submitted over 2 years ago by the suspended Chief Justice of Nigeria, Walter Onnoghen, have not been verified by the Code of Conduct Bureau, CCB. Giving testimony as a federal government witness in Mr. Onnoghen's ongoing trial on charges bordering on non-declaration of assets, Mr. Yakasai, a former director of Federal Political Department of the CCB, said the suspended CJN submitted two assets declaration forms on December 14, 2016. The two forms are the basis for the 6 counts of false non-declaration of assets of which Mr. Onnoghen is being prosecuted. This was disclosed yesterday, and Nigerians are talking already. Twitter user tweeting at I am Lemona King Onoja tweeting said Justice Onnoghen was illegally removed from office over allegations of false declaration of assets. Yet the assets he declared and his assets declaration forms have never been verified. And you people called him names. And let's go in and take a look at more details. Chidi Odinkalu tweeting said, first, the government of Buhari sought on January 9 to remove Chief Justice Walter Onnoghen before it even drew up charges on 10th January. Now, it turns out they contrived to seek his removal on basis of asset forms that CCB hadn't even verified to begin with. Seriously? From Chidi Odinkalu, we saw that. And then from Twitter user Ola Uchendu, hope the presidency is preparing to apologize to Justice Onnoghen for such huge public shaming. And the CCB, does it take eternity to process assets declaration form? And yet, you were in a hurry to indict a man on the strength of verbal accusation. We take a look at more tweets yesterday. St. Jude Ndukwe tweeting said, these points prove Onnoghen's trial is just to intimidate the judiciary. 1. He was charged to court before investigation was concluded. 2. CCB is here to verify 2 of his asset declaration forms as of today. 3. He owns only 5 houses and not 55 that the FG planted in the media. Of these 5, FG gave him 1. From St. Jude Ndukwe, we saw that. Yes, Vanguard reporting yesterday said CCT trial, Onnoghen owns only 5 houses, not 55. Ex-CCB director testifies. And this has also got Nigerians talking. Twitter user Chibumo tweeting said, Onnoghen owns 5 houses, not 55. Ex-CCB director, prosecution witness 2 at the CCT today. Not only that, they have not even verified Onnoghen's declaration, talk less of knowing if it was false. APC lie past devil. And then from Amaran Wakma in a tweet said, so Onnoghen only had the equivalent of $115,000 or $41.4 million in his accounts when they charged him. Did CCB investigate the petition? Nigerians raising concerns as new details are imagined yesterday. From Maybex also, we saw this tweet. Onnoghen, where is Loretta Onoche, who kept shouting that monies in Onnoghen's account can buy America? That's from Maybex. From Maria Aristotle tweeting said, without seeing the facts, the records, and without any concrete proof, Dr. Joe Abba and Naijama, as IOB, had wanted Justice Onnoghen to resign to please the conspirators. Thank God for his resilience and for insisting on clearing his name. Buhari cannot measure up to Onnoghen's integrity. From Maria, we saw that from Young Otutu tweeting said, barely 25 million naira can be seen in Onnoghen's accounts as against earlier claim running into billions. Also, CCT acknowledged this morning they never verified his assets declaration form. It is clear Onnoghen was targeted to forestall Atiku's electoral victory in court. Young Otutu tweeted that. From Femi Olaoluwan, lawyers, both old and young, who never waited for evidence to be presented but jumped into conclusion alongside the justices of Court of Public Opinion, relying on illegally cooked up figures. Check yourselves in a mirror with your wig and gown and ask if you deserve it. Hashtag Onnoghen there. Cheta Onwanze tweeting at Checkstar said, the Onnoghen case FG has rested its case, lays bare the dangers and madness of media trials. But then, these people don't care. Their short-term goal has been achieved. We'll be left to pick the pieces up of the desecration of our third arm of government eventually. Cheta Wanze tweeting yesterday, and the young man you are seeing on your screen, Adebayo Onnoghen, is a Nigerian pharmacist who is doing Nigeria proud on the global scene. And a couple of days ago, he was globally recognized for a technology he has developed. He has developed a technology to combat fake drugs. That technology, which is a miniature nanoscanner, can actually detect if a drug is fake. And of course, we know that according to the World Health Organization, over 1 million people die across the world annually due to fake drugs. And of course, the fake drug business is a big business. It is estimated to be worth over $30 billion. So this is big trouble. And right here in Nigeria, from the city of Ibadan, Adebayo Onnoghen developed this technology to detect fake drugs, and it's gotten recognition at the Hello Tomorrow Global Challenge for technology tech startups across the world. 4,500 tech startups participated in that challenge, and he came tops in the health category of that challenge. And let's go on and take a look at details of these report, which is currently trending in the social media. BNP Paribas Group tweeting said, BNPP event, when deep tech finds its way to a safer future. Today, half of drugs in Africa are fake drugs. But tomorrow, thanks to RxAll Inc. and Adebayo Onnoghen, handheld nanoscanners can ensure drug quality in real time. They won BNP Paribas grand prize at Hello Tomorrow, 100,000 euros. They just won 100,000 euros. Let's take a look at this short video, which captured the moment Adebayo Onnoghen was announced winner and his emotional reaction. Let's take a look.
That we will be able to use science to create a better world going forward into the far future. Thank you so much.
Quite interesting, very inspirational story, and Nigerians are tweeting yesterday. They launched the hashtag NAFDAC, use RxAll scanner. Omo, there are people that are creative. Congratulations to this guy. Omo, we have genius in this Nigeria. It's Konani tweeted yesterday, and from still the same Twitter user, I said this guy made an app that can detect drugs. Fake drugs, I think it meant to say, see, not all heroes wear caps. NAFDAC use RxAll scanner. This was commentary yesterday with the saw in the social media. King David tweeting said, RxAll, a Nigerian startup run by Adebayo Onnoghen, is the first African company to win the Deep Tech Global Challenge for inventing an AI that detects fake drugs. This is a major growth. NAFDAC use RxAll scanner. And I think, yes, the Nigerian government really needs to pay attention to this young man. I think by now, the Nigerian government should be inviting him to Aso Rock to meet the president. It's not only inviting Mark Zuckerberg to Nigeria to meet. We have our own tech giants here also. And then joining us now on Skype, actually, Adebayo Onnoghen is standing by, joining us all the way from Toronto. Adebayo, can we have a conversation with you this morning? Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Good morning.
Yes, good to hear from you. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. It's nice to reconnect with you, Ohimai.
Great, great, great. We saw the emotional reaction when you were named the winner of that prize. Very big prize, 100,000 euros. I can imagine
Yes.
what you're thinking of doing with that already. So what does this mean for you personally? And what does this mean for us as a country?
Yes, so personally, it's actually a recognition of scientific talent by the world that comes from Africa. And so that's what it means personally for me to be a flag bearer of scientists, African scientists on the global stage. For Nigeria in particular, it actually means that it gives the opportunity for NAFDAC, the Ministry of Health, to actually have access to technology solution that it can use in real time to secure the drug supply chain in Nigeria. And that is what we're looking for, essentially a collaboration with NAFDAC and the Nigerian government to secure the drug supply chain across Nigeria.
Okay, so have you made contacts yet with the Nigerian government or with NAFDAC?
Yes, we have been speaking with NAFDAC for a few months, and we just need partners and collaborators from across Nigeria who can help us engage with NAFDAC further so that we can get the solution into the hands of all their pharmacovigilance inspectors across the country.
Okay, so this RXO nanoscanner, is it available already? Has it been mass produced, ready to hit the market?
Yes, we've sold over 1,000 units across the world. Mostly, these units have gone in a number of countries in Africa as well as in Southeast Asia. We have a plan to do a few donations to NAFDAC, but that process has been a bit drawn out, and so we saw.
Hello. Okay, seems Adebayo is freezing there. Hello, can you hear us? Okay, we'll probably come back to you when we make a reconnection. That's a very, very innovative development there. They've made contacts with NAFDAC already. According to what you've just heard, they've sold over 1,000 units across the world of the miniature nanoscanner that can detect fake drugs. That's quite a huge, bold, big step. Considering that this young man had his first degree at the University of Ibadan, where he studied pharmacy. About the same time I was in the University of Ibadan, actually, and then he proceeded to the Lagos Business School for his master's, and then to Yale for a master's in advanced management, and then came back and started doing his work with his team, and now they've developed this technology that has gotten Nigeria a lot of global recognition. Have we gotten any connection back to Adebayo yet? It seems we are yet to. Okay, we're trying to call Adebayo back. Okay, so we'll just take a look at some other things that are trending, and if we're able to establish connection with Adebayo, okay, Adebayo is back. Okay. Okay, apologies for that break, Adebayo.
Yes.
Okay,
the
now,
internet can be yes, sometimes.
Just before you came back, I was just telling viewers that you had your first degree at the University of Ibadan, and there's this popular myth that can anything good come out of Nazareth, and you've basically shattered that myth by what you have done. What does this also mean for young Nigerians who are operating in that space, or young Nigerians who see impossibilities in this country, Nigeria? How does your story inspire them?
Yeah, so I would say my story essentially is indicative of the scientific talent that sits in Nigeria in specific and in Africa as a whole. And young Africans, young Nigerians in particular, need to be able to see ways in which they can apply some of the scientific research that they're working on in their final year projects, in their
Okay, there we go again. The internet is not our friend this morning. We take a rush quickly. Still talking about Nigerians, and this particular Nigeria, Chibuzo Ezianyika, seeking greener pastures in London, left Nigeria a couple of years ago and in search of greener pastures in the United Kingdom. The BBC News Africa shared a video with us yesterday about what happened when he arrived in London and how he's been able to hold it together over the past few years. Ezianyika Anthony Chibuzo moved to the UK from Nigeria, believing fortune would follow quickly. In reality, he found himself stranded in a foreign country with little money, alone and struggling. However, through his hardship, he found his talent, drawing. Let's take a look at this video and some of the comments that followed.
That is 500 naira with the face of Nnamdi Azikiwe. This one is also myself. I use my face to draw this one, which is, I call it $1 billion. So I'm a billionaire. My name is Ezianyika Anthony Chibuzo. I am an artist that has drawn all the whole currency notes in the world. My expectation when I was coming to London, I thought London maybe there are monies on the tree. But I came here, I met a different thing because of the life here is so difficult. When I arrived at London, a friend of my cousin, he got me this job of car wash, which is my first job in London. The weather was so cold. It was really bad experience. You know, as young people, you just travel abroad, you start taking pictures, and you just post it on Instagram or on Facebook. So a lot of people see, oh, you have traveled. People were asking me all over, Anthony, please remember me, I need money, I need this one. At that period, I was kind of still struggling, like even to eat was difficult for me because it's a new environment. Everything you do in this London, you have to pay for it. This is the experience we have in London here, so it's not easy life, but in everything, we still thank God for everything, for the gift of life, because of, I know some people want to experience it. One day I will not forget in London here, I was in this kind of, I will call it dilemma. I don't know what to do. I forgot myself in the bus. The bus was carrying me around because of I kind of fed up, what am I doing? I don't have a job, and also I don't know what to do. So through these difficulties, that is when I discovered this my gift. These are all the countries of the world that I have drawn. This one is one of my also. To be able to get those lines and also to get those shapes. So it took a lot of time to do. And also some of the Arabic countries, like this Oman, it takes a lot of time and also a lot of patience to be able to put this together. Queen Elizabeth, that is £50. This is my first currency that I drew. Sometimes I had an exhibition here. So people from different countries, they are so amazed. People want to come and see their currency. So this is what at least that gives me a lot of joy, that people are appreciating, people appreciate what I do. If I have discovered this my gift when I was in Nigeria, I wouldn't have bothered traveling to London. I would have stayed in Nigeria and worked on my gift. When my art prosper, I will come back home because of I miss Nigeria. Nigeria is a very beautiful place to be. There is no place like home.
Oh, it says there's no place like home. Well, let's take a look at the comments. I'm aware that Adebayo is back on Skype, but we'll take a look at these comments very quickly and re-establish connection with him. VBC Adakwa tweeting said, London gave you the exposure and recognition you could have never gotten if you were in Nigeria. And then from Benjamin S. Ugoji, tweeting at Ben Ugoji, amazing success story that we all have greatness, power within us. That can be revealed through adversity. Look throughout history for credible evidence. This is a good example to remind us all and also to enable us search within. And then one more Twitter user, the crypto Lord, tweeting said, if he has discovered his talent in Nigeria, he will die with the talent. The country doesn't encourage talent. It is a dysfunctional system. Nothing seems to work due to corruption, nepotism, tribalism against meritocracy. This Twitter user says nothing seems to work in Nigeria. We're not a country that encourages meritocracy. And on that note, let's see if we can quickly re-establish connection with Adebayo to conclude his chat with us. You just saw the tweet I read, the last tweet I read, which basically ties into what I was trying to say the last time we were talking. A lot of young Nigerians particularly feel that this is not a country for them. This is not a country that encourages talent and creativity. But right here in Nigeria, in the city of Ibadan, you've done what you've done and it has gotten global attention and recognition. So what's your reaction to this?
For young...
No. Oh, not again. Not again. Okay, we go on to Charlie Boy yesterday. I brought you the issue of Charlie Boy and Deji Adeonju. Deji Adeonju took a swipe at Charlie Boy yesterday that Charlie Boy made money from the last re-election campaign of President Muhammadu Buhari, and he was paid a lot of money and then betrayed the cause. But Charlie Boy yesterday in a chat with Roots TV has come out to explain what exactly happened. Charlie Boy fires back. Deji wanted a share of the money. Area father indicts Adeonju Deji, claims Adeonju wanted part of the 9 figures that Festus Keyamo paid him. Let's take a look at this video and some of the comments that followed.
When Keyamo came to discuss Deji's matter, he had my new song, what I was working on, and that was Another Guy Might Want Enter, where was this an article. So when he heard the song, I know his head was calculating what he was going to do with the song. Now, I don't care, but if you want to use my work, you pay for it. Of course he paid for it, and they paid heavy money.
Do you mind telling us how much? 7 figures, 8 figures?
Yeah.
Yes to 7 or yes to 8?
Yes to 8, yes to 9. Hey!
9 figures?
Oh, yeah.
Did Deji want a part of that money? Was he angry that you didn't bring out this money for the...
Everybody wanted a part of that money.
Including Deji?
Including Deji. Everybody. And for me, I don't mind sharing.
Okay, let's take a look at some of the comments on Tatafo Nigeria yesterday. Undisputed Farquhar said, this country is a scam. Everybody's just scamming each other. Mr. Man, you collected the money, not based on your Yeye song. Naturally, Chobi said, because they don't catch you now, you won't drag another person go down with you. Greedy people everywhere. Jaid Poston said, at the end of the day, everybody day after their pockets. These are some of the comments we saw yesterday. And this next video on Instablog yesterday also, Minister of Transportation, Amechi, threatens to sack Idu train station's manager over complaints of ticket racketeering. Let's take a look at this video and the comments that followed.
I'm not joking. I hear complaints how people will sell tickets to a group of people. They go outside and say that high cost, and people will come here and no ticket. If I hear that complaint again, you know the problem with Nigeria, there are no consequences for action. That's the problem. So I will say to you as an example, you can go to court. You know court is fair. By the time you finish at the High Court, Court of Appeal, Supreme Court, I have retired from politics. I have retired from office. You cannot be collecting, I mean, people will come and collect tickets in bulk, 1,000 naira. Go and sell outside 1,500. If I hear it again, I was not with you. I was the governor. My principle as governor, if you take the big man out, the poor people will run away. So you be the first. What I do.
Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amechi, talking tough there. Chined's V posting said, so he knows that in Nigeria there are no consequences for actions. So he knows. No wonder these politicians act the way they do. They know the system they operate in. Oshin Blessing posting said, go to court. By the time you go to High Court, Supreme and Appeal, I have retired from office. Niger government leaders know what they are doing. St. Franco posting said, and how about the ballot papers? Racketeering, you enabled in Rivers State. Hypocrites. This was all the comments we saw yesterday. We saw one more comment actually from Hembadonj. This is not the first time they are threatening. This is not the first time they are threatening them. They will still do it. They have first-class citizens that they reserve tickets for. Let me not mention names, but these people know themselves. So these were the reactions yesterday we saw to that video you just watched. I'm afraid we are unable to reestablish a connection with Adebayo Alonge. Unfortunately, this is where we draw the curtain this morning on Kakaaki Social. Please follow the conversation on all our social media platforms at Kakaaki Social on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Okay, I've just been told Adebayo is back. Okay, Adebayo. We must finish this conversation, please. Okay, yes, let's go on. Yeah, from where you stopped the last time. All right.
Yes, young people need to apply their talent, looking to work with industry. This is the key. So if you do any kind of research thesis, find ways in which you can actually work with industry in Nigeria and internationally so that they can actually apply that science to solve a specific problem in the industry. I think the big issue has been a lot of young Nigerians wait back on the government, when in reality, it is the commercial interests or the corporate companies that really need the kind of solutions that we are developing.
Okay, like I said, you had your first degree at the University of Ibadan. So what does this say about the Nigerian education system? Does it mean we shouldn't really give up hope after all?
Yes, I mean, look at most of the developed countries in the world, like in the US, the healthcare system is dominated by Nigerian healthcare professionals who were trained in Nigeria. And I think that is sort of very indicative of the high quality of the education system in Nigeria. So I do think that what is important is for us to celebrate what we have and sort of iron out some of the kinks that we have in the education system to continue to keep it world class.
Okay, thank you very much, Adebayo, joining us live on Skype from Toronto. Congratulations once again, and I would say greatest UIT.
Greatest UIT.
Okay, so this is where we draw the curtain this morning. Now I have to hand you over back to Salamatu and Chikodinaka.
Very inspiring content there you have. I mean, the nano scanner, and of course the boy who forgot himself in the bus in London as a result of the difficult times he was passing through. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much
For the content.
Okay, see you guys Monday next week.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
See you next week.